But so shall it not be among you. Watch this. Whosoever will be great among you shall be your minister. And minister means servant. So what he's saying is, if you want to achieve greatness, you achieve it by being humble and serving. The Bible says, humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up. So it's not wrong to want to achieve greatness, my friend. It's not wrong to be ambitious, to be excited, to be zealous, and say, I want to achieve maximum rewards. I want to achieve greatness. But you have to follow the proper path to greatness. And you know what the proper path toward greatness is? Humility and service. So these guys have their heart in the right place because they want to do great things for God. I mean, at least these guys aren't just saying, oh, I'm just satisfied being a mediocre Christian. Could be worse, right? I mean, I thank God that James and John in this chapter aren't saying, you know what, I'm just satisfied being mediocre. And here's what's funny. If you talk to the Jehovah's false witnesses, and I already got on them a little bit earlier in the sermon, so let's get on them again. You know, these Jehovah's false witnesses that come to your door, these false prophets, and when you knock on their door, you'll ask them, do you know for sure if you died, you go to heaven? They always say this, well, I don't want to go to heaven. You know, I'm just going to stay right here on this earth. Because here's the thing. They only believe that 144,000 of them are going to go to heaven, right? Who knows that? The Jehovah's Witnesses only believe that 144,000 people are going to heaven. We believe that all believers are going to heaven. But they only believe that only 144,000 are going to be made. But look, I've been soul winning now for, 16 years of my life, pretty much every week for the last 16 years, and I've talked to hundreds and hundreds of Jehovah's Witnesses, and I've never met one. I've never even met one that said, I want to be one of that 144,000. What a bunch of losers. I mean, think about it. Look, if I was going to be a Jehovah's false witness, I'd be like, look, we're not saying it's 144 people. And you're like, oh man, I have no chance. There's only 144 slots. There's 144,000 slots. I mean, how many Jehovah's Witnesses are there even? How many? About 6 million Jehovah's Witnesses. There's 6 million. Can't you be in the top 144,000? But yet I've never even met one that even said, I'm trying. I'd like to. They're all just like, I don't even want to go to heaven. I'm just going to be on this earth. I don't want to go to heaven. Well, don't worry, you're not. Unless you believe that Jesus bodily rose from the dead, you won't get there anyway. But it's just amazing to me that I've never met a Jehovah's Witness that said, I'm going to be one. Has anyone here met one that said, I want to achieve that greatness? Good night. Look, how many of you have talked to Jehovah's Witnesses out soul winning who said, I'm not going to heaven, I'm going to be on this earth? Put up your hand. Look at all those hands. How many of them said, I want to be one of the 144,000 that gets to heaven? What in the world? Not even one. Unbelievable. So at least they're not like the Jehovah's Witnesses here, where they just have no drive or ambition to achieve greatness for the Lord. I mean, at least they want to achieve greatness. But they just needed a little correction here to understand that, look, as a Christian, the way to achieve greatness is by being humble. And if you humble yourself, the Bible says, whosoever humbleth himself shall be exalted. But whosoever exalteth himself shall be abased. And the Bible also says, let another man praise thee and not thine own mouth. We shouldn't praise ourselves and talk, oh, I am so wonderful. Did I mention to you, what a great pastor I am? Because that's pride and arrogancy, and that's what the Lord doth hate, is pride and arrogancy, the Bible says. So the path to greatness is being humble and serving others and helping other people and putting other people first. He said the last shall be first. You go last and God will put you first, okay?